Hello, Paul McFadden here. So I want to share with you something that my mentor once shared with me at the early days of my whole business and entrepreneurial journey. In fact, when he shared this, it shook me to the core. It changed the direction of my life right at that moment once I applied what he shared. Because it was just one of those things that just shifted my mindset, and for the first time I was able to see clearly where I was going wrong. Now this is very true to this day, and what I see with a lot of people, and where they get to certain plateaus in their life and where they've settled for certain things. And at the time when I heard this message, I had a tough upbringing, growing up in a single parent household with my mum and two younger sisters. My mum did the best that she could possibly do to put food on the table. It was a challenging upbringing, growing up in a scheme where there was a lot of underage drinking, drugs, a lot of gang culture and fights and stuff like that. I never had good role models. My environment was very different in my teens, late teens and early 20s. So when I went along to a seminar where T. Harv Eker was the speaker, my mentor, and he said, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. You've got to change your environment in order to be successful." And when I heard this, I thought, wow, I need to change my environment. I need to change the people I'm spending time with. Not because my friends were any different, just because they were on a different path. My friends at the time were very focused on just going to work and, earning an honest living, and, they didn't want to really progress things forward. They weren't as driven, as motivated as me. They were risk adverse. They didn't want to quit a job like I was thinking about doing at the time to go and pursue a business journey. They thought I was crazy. They were more focused on just partying for the weekends and drinking and chasing after girls or whatever it may be. Gossiping about stuff, talking about the football, you name it. But with me, I had a different focus. I wanted to improve on myself. I wanted to become a better version of me. Not to be better than anyone, but just to be a better person in terms of my personal growth, because I wanted money. Seeing how much my mum struggled to put food on the table and to even have money, she did the best that she could do, like I've said, but I didn't want that for my life. I didn't want that for my future family. I wanted more. So I had to change my environment. My uncle, my friends, some of the other family members, they would say things to me like, "Paul, stop chasing a pipe dream, just go and get a job, work up the corporate ladder. Money doesn't grow in trees. This corporate game's not for people like you." I would hear all of this stuff. So I never had the right environment, and I wasn't surrounded with the right people. They were great, but they weren't going to be supporting me and helping me in my journey going forward. They never thought like me, first and foremost. There was a lot of resistance there. So with that in mind, I had to change my environment. Now fast forward, when I was in my late 20s, 26, 27, I'd made my first million by the age of 25, lost it by the following year by squandering the money. Thankfully, I invested a portion of that in property, but I was just spending so much money because I never had the right financial wealth thermostat. I never had the right money management skills. So when money was coming in, I was just spending it, going crazy, blowing my brains out like most mid-25-year-olds would do when they come into a lot of money. So I had to change my mindset again to surround myself with the right people that would help me manage money a lot better, to help me focus on building a business and not just squandering all the money. My mindset was, if my business makes money, it's my money and I'm spending it. When the reality is, you're not your business. The business is the business and you're you. You should pay yourself an income, pay yourself a certain salary, and if you hit certain targets, pay yourself more. But the business needs to be fully functional itself, be self-sufficient, and be able to have surplus money to invest and to continue to grow. But I never knew this stuff back then. So I had to change my environment again. I had to get around different people who know how to build a business, to keep me on the straight and narrow, to keep me focused and more disciplined, and to understand how to manage money. Then fast forward again, when I'm reaching new heights and building multiple seven-figure businesses in different industries and so forth, a lot of success started coming again, get involved in bigger, projects, and get involved in different training events and running a 10X UK tour with Grant Cardone. To do all of that, I had to get around a different environment again. I had to get around different people. So anytime that you're looking to expand and grow, the challenge is you've got to be aware of where you're at. And one thing that I see a lot of is the people that you're surrounding yourself with maybe aren't supportive in your focus and your journey going forward. And you're going to need to start thinking about either cutting them from your life or limit your time that you spend with those people. But then you might have reached a certain level of success where you've started to plateau and your comfort zone is just you're becoming incredibly comfortable, like I have in many times in my life. And you need to understand that the next level of progression and expansion to get whatever you want in life is going to involve you becoming uncomfortable again and changing your environment for a third, a fourth, a fifth time. And for those that you spend your time with, your friends at the time, if they're supportive, if they're like-minded and just as driven, they'll come along on the journey with you. If not, then so be it. You might not spend as much time with them as you once did. You might not even check in with them because they just drift away. This is life. And when Harv Eker said that to me in the early days, it stuck with me forever. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Who are your friends right now? And if you continue to spend time with them over the rest of 2021 and beyond, are they going to serve you and support you and help you to get to the next level of where you want to go? Are they going to help you achieve your goals and aspirations? If so, you've got the right network, you're around the right people, and success is going to be assured because you're surrounded with those people. But if your friends and those you spend a lot of time with and the environment that you're around, if they don't serve you and it's not going to help you go to the next level, you seriously need to consider limiting your time or cutting some of those people around you and most definitely changing your environment. Hey, if you want to be around a phenomenal environment in terms of the property community, where there's a lot of like-minded people who are driven, motivated to expand and grow, to find the best possible version of themselves, a great network to be around, to think at a different level altogether, great supportive network, then you might want to head over to propertyprotege.com and check out what we do there. Not only do we have a 12-month mentoring program to support you and help you in your property journey, whether it's just getting started or accelerating an existing property business, but you'll be around a phenomenal group, a phenomenal tribe that's going to be so supportive and helping your journey going forward, especially to take it to the next evolution. So with that in mind, check that out. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel if you're watching there, or in the podcast player if you're listening into that as well. And hey, if you know anyone who you think this message might resonate with and needs to hear this, maybe share it with 2 or 3 people that you think that this would be good for them. So all the best and bye for now.